Well guys, back on with the S3 today. Apologies, it's been a long time. It's been about 4 or 5 weeks for me since I've touched this car. So as you can see, we've got it back from the paint shop. And today we're planning on obviously get the bumper back off. Let's get that built back up. We've got loads of wiring to do. We've got a tyre on the wheel to go back on. We've got the arse line to go back in. We've got seat belts to go back in. They've come back from the airbag team. Basically, yeah, loads more fitting up. See what parts we may still need. So we'll start with the bumper on that. And then we've got a couple of upgrades to do on it. So yeah, stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Before we get into it, I'll show you what we've had painted. Starting off with this wing. If you remember, I had a little bit of damage on the top here. So the top of that wing's been painted. Bonnet's been fully painted. The new bumper. So I'm getting this wing, so I bought a black wing, but it was a different kind of black. So that wing's been done. It's been blew up into the A-post up the window here because it had a couple of stone chips there. And then the door had to have a little repair on the top here and here. So the door's been painted into as well as the bottom of the sill. Also, we've had the back bumper done as well, because you remember there's a scuff on the back bumper. So that's been painted as well. We've got the bumper on the stand, and here's our new grille. We've had to have one with a radar space, and then one to house 2 parking sensors, because it's an optional extra on this car. There's 6 parking sensors in the bumper. To fit this grille, we've got to take this middle piece. That just holds the bumper all stiff when they mould them or whatever. So we'll cut that out. And then we'll get the new grille in. That's most of the bumper built up. But as usual, I'm missing a couple of bits. I'm missing these 2 little L-shaped trims here for both sides. I thought I'd ordered them, but it was left on quote apparently. And then this is a brand new grille on the near side, because that's what side was damaged. Because I already had a driver's one. But I didn't realise the one I've got is actually gloss black. So if you look at that one, that's the one the TPS supplies like a satin. This one's a gloss, so I've had to order another satin for that side. And then for the bumper, it's just a case of a couple of little wiring repairs on the back. Got to repair the loom here. I've got to bond in the crash sensor brackets for the bumper. There is markings of where they go, so I've got to bond them in. One parking sensor's clip's just bossed off, so I've got to glue that back on. And then just try and neatly pin the wiring up. Oh, and get another headlight washer pipe because hands broke, and one fitting for that. But that's the bumper, more or less there. So I'm sorting bits for that bumper. I'm going to get the headlights out to be able to tackle the wiring. But also I'm going to remove the crash bar, and I'm actually going to stone chip this black, because with the new grille on the bumper where it's all see-through, you'll see the silver either side of the number plate. So yeah, I'm going to stone guard that black. We'll do that. But that's the crash bar, stone chipped. All I've used is that black aerosol underguard. Just masked off the bit that I really want to paint. Bit of 180 grit sandpaper, just scotch it up, give it something to bite to. And you won't be able to see that then behind the bumper. That's what you sound like, you weirdo. Well, I've got the crash bar back on. I'm waiting to hear off TPS about this bracket, because this crash bar was off the part number they gave me, and then that bracket is what they supplied me. But if you look there, that's meant to bolt into there. Well, on the old crash bar, it bolts on the front here. So either that or that's different. I'm seeing if I can get me a different one of them. Wiring. I've repaired all the wiring, taped it all up to get rid of that bodgery. So that's done. New temp sensors wired in and loom taped to them. Radar brackets on. We ain't got a radar yet, so I'll have to wait. So what I'm going to do is get the headlight in, see if it works. Cool. Stop getting too close to my face, man.
Is your wiring going to work?
I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I should have pulled that carpenter in and see if he could have done anything for me. Probably shouldn't put any bolts in this till we tried it. Try. You want me to try?
No, I'll try. You go with it.
He's done. I'm gonna try it. Right, Dan's jumping in the car. We're just gonna try the lights and the temp sensor. So just pop the ignition on, Dan.
Can I get it first?
Just ignition. Turn all lights off. They have come on though. Yeah. Side lights. Yeah. Headlight. Main beam. Flash. Yeah. Effing off. Indicate left. Boom. All working. Sweet. Have a temperature gauge, Dan? Do you mean full clear then, or faults on this
17 degrees.
little gem? 17 degrees, pucker. I see. Jump out. New fuse boxes in. ESC. Battery tray, battery, all the intakes back in place. I'm still yet to feed that into the bonnet, that's easy. But someone had cut the wire for some reason for the washer jets, heated washer jets. I have got the loom, so that's another job. What we're going to do now, close the bar, I'm going to put the window strips on, so let's do that. Is that the new one? Yeah. Easy as that, yeah. Right, the other grill, the outer one has come from TPS. Absolute rip-off of 70 odd quid, 74 quid just for one of them inserts. Absolute joke. Still waiting on them two other little bits, washer pipe. So I was going to pop the bumper on for now, just so it's out around the garage getting marked, just so we can get the car out until the bits are here. So I'm only loosely putting the bumper on, just going to put a bolt on either side, and then any alignment issues we'll tweak on the final fit. Yo.
Sergio, I'm new at town, Mum. Just come out to Morrison's now, so I'll come to yours on the way back.
Yeah man, I'm in the garage, duck. Right, front of the S3 is more or less done now, so all we've got to do left to do now is put them two front seat belts back in and then empty load of rubbish out the car because it's a right mess. Yeah, here's the seat belts. We had them redone by the airbag team, so here's the original belts. They've literally been reset, and the igniters have obviously been replaced. I'll just switch around. So yeah, just got to pop them back in there. Like I say, empty a lot of the rubbish out. Right, both the belts fitted. I mean, all the trims back together. I'm gonna do a quick hoover, but he's gonna want a good wet vac and a wipe over and a sheen and the windows and everything. So let's get the MOT done. Let's get it cleaned. Then we'll get back on the ramp and do a couple of mods. S3's in the air. Just gonna do a quick oil change, genuine oil, filter, and a set of spark plugs, because obviously I have no idea when this oil was done. So yeah, quantum oil, filter, and a set of plugs. Right, we're going to get the S3 washed, all the doors shut, engine bay, all jetted, and we'll get it to the MOT. Right, that's the S3 washed, MOT time. Boom. S3's back from MOT, nice fresh ticket, back on the ramp. We'll do a couple of little mods, nothing too serious. We've got some spacers, Forge Motorsport ones, 11 and 13, so we've got 11 fronts, 13 rear. We've got some tinted gel plates, shell plates only. And then we have got, thanks to Ram Air, who've looked after us on this kit, a full intake kit. So I'll show you installing that. And we went for the full kit with a turbo, elbow, everything, yeah, full kit. So we'll crack on, get space on first. Well, I've got one of the spacers here, Forge Motorsport. So these will do 5x100 and 5x112. One thing I like to do is just a little bit of copper grease on there. I don't know if any of you fit spades before, but when you've tried to get them back off, I'm always stuck on. And then the other thing I do is, well, the other thing's worth having is one of these. This is off SF Tuning. And I've put wheels on, and then you can get the holes lined up with the bolts because the spacer moves. So I just pop one of them in. That'll keep the spacer in place. Well, then you get the wheel on. And with these spacers, we've actually got longer bolts. So obviously when bringing the wheel away, you see, it's much longer. Yeah, simple as that really. Yeah, the wheel will just slide over that bar I've just put in. Really could have done with painting the calipers, but I got time in a minute, so wheels back on. Once you got all your other bolts started, that's just easy, just unscrew. Happy days. Zip, zip, zip. Spacer on, we'll move on the intake. Let's have a look what we got. I think this might be turbo elbow. Yep, turbo elbow in there. So that'll replace the factory plastic one. It just lets more airflow where the original one is restricted. Clips, hoses, seal, anti hose seal, and that's the main silicone hose. Goes from that turbo elbow up to the foam filter. Can have them all in different colours, but black's just simple and clean, eh? And so we opted for the foam filter. And that should screw onto that next piece. So that'll screw together like so. So in the future, if you rip it or want to replace it, you can just unscrew it, replace the filter, rather than replacing everything. Let's get it on the car. Well, start off by removing the stock intake. Got a clip here, a little 7mm Jubilee there. We'll remove that pipe, and then the airbox is just on some rubber bungs. So then we'll pop the airbox out, unplug that one pipe, and then we'll get to the turbo elbow. That's the pipe, airbox out. Turbo elbow should be 1T30 screw down there, I don't know if you can see that. And then just undo this breather pipe, and then you actually twist it and it'll come out. That's intake all fitted, elbow, hose, heat shield and the foam filter. Just sprayed a bit of GT85 over the engine bay. I just seen me jet wash it the other day. Look how much better that looks, absolutely loads better. I think I'm going to start it up, see if we can hear the intake. We may not because the exhaust is a bit too loud, but we'll give it a little fire up and we can see if we can hear any intake noises. You know what, that sounded absolutely mega. I didn't expect it to sound that good. So that's done. Let's get these old plates off, new number plates on. Right, that's plates on. That's the 3 little mods done. What do you think of them 3 little mods? Was they worth doing? Do you think it's made an improvement to the car? Get in the comments below. For now though, let's get out and give this a drive. Yeah. Right guys, that's the blick. Right guys, that's the black Audi S3, all done, apart from a radar. The car is already possibly sold. Tomorrow this car should be going, so by the time the video gets dropped, hopefully it'll be gone. If not, we'll put it on the social media. You can see it's all repaired. We've got the spacers on, we've got the induction on, we've got the new plates on. The only thing left to do now is take this car for a spin. But we just want to show you, it has rained. I did wash it, but it has rained since. But well impressed with how this car come out. Looks really nice. Right, before we jump in it and take it for a spin, get in the comments guys, do you think this Audi S3 is still one of the best hot hatches on the market money can buy? Now they've come down in a bit of price as well, they're really good value for the money. If you think there's something different, get in the comments below, tell me what you would buy if you was after a fast hot hatch.
It's been a crazy week without you. Baby steps, standing on my own 2 feet again, learning how to walk and see again. Been a step by so slowly. I'm starting the days. I hate to admit it, but I'll be alright. I'm okay. Feels like I can breathe again. Set me free. Set me free.
Well, we're mounting the S3, the roads are too busy, and hopefully the car's sold, so I could drive it too hard, you know what I mean, don't want to break it. But it's making a lot of noise, shall I say. If we drop the car into dynamic, to be honest, it's pretty embarrassing. If I was keeping this car, I'd definitely be getting the map changed. Because as soon as you even put a little bit of throttle on and loose off, it just starts making loads of pops and bangs, which I hate for me. So yeah, we'll show you a few rolling shots now, and you'll see. Oh, actually, we've got it in dynamic. I've opened the sunroof. Let's see if you can hear it. Let me hold my mic outside so you can get a bit of a better sound. I don't think you'll probably quite pick it up on camera, but in the car it's absolutely ridiculous. That's it. The next video will be a new project. It's a new project for me. It's A1 I'm going to be selling on straight away anyway, so keep tuned for that. You've probably already seen it in the background under a cover. I've had it for a while, just ain't touched it yet, so that's the next video. So don't forget to subscribe, like, share, all the usual, get in the comments, and we'll see you next time.
I hate to admit it, but I'll be alright. I'm okay. Feels like I can breathe.